You know what? Maybe we'll go to the caverns. These areas, I'm not sure there's any real purpose of going to them. Just are into, level up if you need to. So I guess we'll do that just to sort of show it off. Just what you can find in here. So the caverns, I think it's like an optional place is basically what I'm thinking. Kill you. It's very linear at least, so that's good. Hey look, spawn! They're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Vexing Archer. They cast projectile weakness, so they're not too friendly. Cast when stunned. You cannot cast support spells directly. Very few chance to cast support spells when stunned. So that's a nice little casting gem. If I'm stunned, I can cast with it. Of course, I don't think support spells are so important you have to be able to cast them, so... I mean, if there's like the ability to heal people in this game, that might make it a little bit important for co-op, but it seems like a sort of wasted gem. I like the linearity of this place at least. Oh, rare. Bye bye, rare. Bye bye, shatter. These guys, of course, suck against cold, but it should be noted because since I got that gem, I should be doing fire damage to him when I hit him, so cold doesn't really matter so much anymore. A bridge. Where's this go? Long bridge. I will note that one of these places that I'm going to will actually lead you to basically a blocked gate that you need to circumvent. Not really circumvent, but you need to unlock, and to unlock it requires that you kill the bandits. So this is where like the bandit quest, killing all 3 bandits, is actually leading up to. That looks kind of promising over there. Die. This lag is sort of getting to me. I'm not, too interested in playing a laggy game, but it is, of course, after release, so I wanted to play for that reason. Just to sort of, show you this game after it's been released. Just after. We're sort of doing like a chronological event of this game. A little bit before pre-beta, a little bit after pre-beta. Get all them up. Well, look at that. There is a way out, or to caverns level 2. Wasn't expecting to find caverns level 2. to be honest. Phantoms! Apparently these guys have wands. Oculus, apparently. Interesting, it casts vulnerability on hit those guys. Alright, where are we going next? These guys summoning more guys? Clones of themselves or minions? Have to say, I'm not a fan of self-replicating monsters. I think I've already made that perfectly clear from Tales of Magiel for those who've watched that. Didn't think much of the multiplication there. Alright, what's going on here? Alright, so this is definitely, I think, the way out of this area, I guess. I mean, the broken bridge over here is broken, you can't get past there. But this... if I go up a little bit more... well, it does look like the way I'm supposed to be, you know, sort of going. We obviously got new monsters. Yep, I don't like that. We got the Vault Totems. Other allies can't die, and they're actually really common in this area. They aren't fun. Alright, you know what? It's good that I sort of got in this direction, but we're going to just quickly backtrack to the wetlands, because I want to find oak. Oak's more important than going around in that area, and I'm just going to hope that I didn't go too far without it disappearing on me. That waypoint in the caverns, that's going to always be there in that area, so... okay, good. So, this still exists. We'll quickly go back to town. I'll sell my stuff first. So the caverns looks to be the continuation point, from the looks of it. Don't care about shield charge. Now, I will note, you could save this stuff for other characters if you want to. I'm just not, because I don't really need to save these stuff for the other characters, because I don't really think that the weak items that I'm going to have is going to help my Marauder or my Shadow all that much, to be honest. I mean, they got some good stuff. It might work the other way, but we're not playing that way. I'm playing kind of, you know, fresh with this character. If you haven't noticed already. Fresh. Alright. Decoy totem. I do want to get the decoy totem back up, but until I get some strength, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get the strength. I'll get it there, but it's in like 2 levels, so... or not 2 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to take at least a few levels to get to. It'll be a while before I get to it. Is this any good? I think these are actually good because they reduce the mana reserve for, say, anger. It might be what it's saying to me. Steady hands is probably good if you're a caster, but I'm not really caring about that. Body and soul. 20% increase armor, fixing increase. This is definitely something I want to get after next too. So, I'm not sure what direction I'll come from it, but I'll be going after it. Want that too. Want that too. Gosh, it's all past the mesas and stuff. Alright, I'm not sure how we'll get to all that stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I want. Waypoint. Wetlands, we're gonna go deal with oak. Soon as I find oak, which might take a moment. Or, you know, I could immediately find oak. I could do that too. Hello, oak. So here's the third and final of the bandit trio. He always says the same thing, more or less, comes the same weather. So if you kill oak, you cannot change your mind. What he gives you is 40 plus the maximum life. So, similar to Lyra, but again, this is, you know, I actually think this is okay. If you're going for like a tank character and not really interested in the elemental resistance, this can be okay. Sometimes, you know, elemental resistance aren't what will kill you. Like those bramble spitter type things with the poison, those aren't spitting elemental resistance, I don't think. They're spitting poisonous stuff that ignores your resistance. So I'm not going to deal with oak. I will note, by the way, he's actually kind of dangerous. He's going to knock out all my zombies in like one AoE. He has the ability to do that, and you'll see what it is in a moment. But for now, let's begin. And there is. There's his AoE. His AoE likes to jump around. So how I like to deal with him, just take out all his minions so they can't do anything to you. He'll still use war cry and all that, but just wail on him basically. Down, you. There's peace for him. Alright, so he's finally out of the way. I'm actually tempted to go try and find the other entrance while we're here, since we explored this map and I don't want to lose it. So if I go to my little thing here, you killed Illyria and Oak, but created a continuous harass the foreign county. Aaron will reward you bonus passive skill point if you kill him. However, you help him, if you have that quest, it'll actually say you can help him for it. Just bring your ambulance charge to him, and he'll be happy. I'll take that level. Alright, where are we going? We're going up in this direction, right? I'm actually wondering if this is the right direction to be going in. The thing is, how am I going to get, you know, sort of down in this sort of direction down here? Oh wait, this is over here, isn't it? I missed that. Oh boy. That is stuff I want to get, I think. That's definitely stuff I want to get. Oh well, we'll worry about it another time. We'll keep going in this direction. So increased maximum life is what I'm after, so we'll be going for it. And then we'll start worrying about the resistance and all that from arrow stuff. No planning really going into this character. This is sort of, oh, this looks good, this looks good. It's not a bad way to play. You can still play that way. Kill all them. Apparently I'm still regenerating life, that's cool. I guess this game's sort of similar to Diablo 2 in that sort of aspect, I guess, or Diablo 3, where you regenerate life, I think. So that's a wall. I like the fact that this area is sort of confined in its sense. Makes it easier to find the entrance I'm looking for. Die, please. You know what? Never mind. By the way, I can drop scroll fragments out here because this is not in the town area. I was going to sell stuff, but there's really no point with only one item. Ah, here we go. The Dread Thicket. This, I think, is an optional area. I could be wrong. I've already been wrong with the other one. But one of them was an optional area. I remember that, I think. You just come in here. You just come in here for the experience. And that's pretty much all you're coming in for. Level that up. Why not? What did I pick up? Don't care about that. Now, I haven't done it yet, but what really should happen after you kill everything in these dungeons is that it should say, you've cleared this area. I'm going to try and see if that'll happen this time. Because I've got to do it, and it is something I want to do at least once. Like, do everything at least once. All dead. More stuff up there. There's actually worse stuff, by the way, that I'm more feared of than Act 3 and this stuff that you're finding here. I'll just throw that out there. I mean, this stuff, it kind of hurts every so often, like the skeletal mages and stuff, but there's some really deadly stuff you'll run into in Act 3 that can like one-shot your character. Leaves this one shot on my friend. Alright, that's cleared more or less. Kill you. I mean, this stuff, it just wears you down slowly. You can heal out of it most of the time. Alright, am I having trouble hitting this stuff? Nope, my chance to hit is still 86%. I'm just going to sting a lot more misses than I really am actually missing with. So, they frenzy as their kin are slain, by the way, these monkeys. So, how you want to deal with them is just... Each of these monsters, they always have these like different strategies for dealing with them. More or less, since it's easy, I've been basically using the same strategy over again, just AoE and they're all dead. But later on, this won't be a valid strategy for everything. It's kind of like the L3, how they're sort of trying making it, where each skill is used for a different instance. Whoa! Okay, I got spitters and I got this unique... You were hurting me a little bit there, but you're gone. Just how you're supposed to be. Gone. Now that's a case where, that hurt a little bit, but that's just because, you know, he was there next to all these guys. Alright, there's not too much to explore now. I kind of like this idea, though, having a couple non-Pacific areas that you can visit. They had that sort of in Act 2 of Diablo. Like, you'd finally, you know, have these kind of like the cave and like the cold plains of like the first act, and you have like this little areas that you could visit that aren't really specific to anything other than leveling or getting items. They sort of had that in Path of Exile here, every so often. It's not, doesn't happen much, but it's nice to have it happen at least once or twice. Not every single place needs a quest, basically. Heck, one of the best quests in Elder Scrolls that I was recently playing, by the way, wasn't a quest. It was just, you go to this, like, the skooma den in the game. Skooma, for those who don't know, is like the really intoxicating substance, like alcoholic. But you go to it, you take a substance and you knock yourself out, and it begins the quest. You basically get captured and you have to fight your way out, or you can find out what's going on. And for some reason, it's just not saying that you killed all the monsters. I don't know why, but pretty much we explored this entire area. I'll just use the minimap. That's the dense, or whatever, thicket. Nothing really too spectacular about it. We'll run back to the waypoint, and let's just go back and we'll find Creighton at least. Back to Creighton. So if I want to, I could talk to this guy and, like, you know, do his quest for the free quest point. But I really do want that elemental resist, so that's what we're going after. To me, I find that, you know, protecting yourself is usually the best thing you can do in this game. You know, it's one of those games where you come along and it's like, oh, nothing's gonna kill me, and then splat, you get killed by the most, you know, abrupt ways that you've ever seen. And that's just how this game's made. It like lures you into this false sense of security, and all of a sudden something strong will kill you. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly. Okay, and recording's restarted. The Broken Bridge. Deal with the last bandit. I'm gonna have to deal with this bandit eventually, right? So might as well make it now. Get out of the way. We're nearing the end of Act 2, by the way. This quest is like, you know, it's given early, but it's one of those quests that it's going to be fulfilling the entirety of his game. You know, I have to say, EA got a real boon being able to publish this game. I've seen a lot of their games, and they haven't really come up with any good games that really compete, I think, with Activision Blizzard. Like, there's, you know, they're doing better slowly with Battlefield and stuff, but you're not yet on par with them. But this is really a nice little grab for him, because it lets him compete with Diablo. And whoever thought that you could compete with Diablo in any way. And here's like someone competing with them, and this happened that EA now has their name attached to it. It's lucky them. Yeah, this lag is getting bothersome to me. Whatever. This doesn't feel like the right way. It might be the right way, but I mean, we're going up, and that's sort of related to the aspect of where you find like the crossroads, not the broken bridge. Pick that up. Alright, well, we're gonna go back this way. We'll cut through, get some more experience on the way, I guess. At least I'm getting good experience, at least, from continuing to backtrack. And that's one of the things about this game. You end up getting a lot of experience killing the same stuff over and over again, but it's more or less that you're doing it to backtrack. And luckily, you don't do it a whole lot in this, in this game. You don't backtrack constantly, but it's one of those things. They did it once, and that's fine. It does make the act a little bit interesting. One might argue that just reusing the same map over and over again, that's how they're doing it, but it's an interesting way at least. It has feel to it. There we go, so it was very close to the waypoint. So we're here at Creighton's camp. Now, I'm going to say something. In Diablo 2, usually when you get this far, you always expect the quest giver to betray you or whatnot. This is the one, type of situation where I'm really shocked because
this world gets all bent out of shape, and suddenly here you are. Doesn't take a genius to add that one up. I'm the kind that cleans up his own. He's been doing some serious gardening.
So felled the big dumb oak and plucked an Allura pistol from the foul bed. So here's the thing. Here's the final decision. If I help him, I'll get that 8% resist all elements, or I can kill him for the other guy and get the skill point. But we're going to help him. So you receive 8% resist all elements. Traitor. I'm a traitor, man.
Something to remember me by. Nice working with you, matey. I wish you luck in your travels, but from what I've said, you won't be needing it.
So there's my reward, the Apex. Quest complete. So, this is completed. Bandit Lord Creighton. He's now Tyrant Lord Creighton, to be honest, but... So, this is a bandit because I aided the Bandit Lord. I didn't kill him, I aided him. And if you go back to town and talk to the guy that issued that quest, he'll say, "You made a tyrant of him, you bastard." He doesn't actually specifically say that, but it's, pretty much what is on his mind. Alright, so, at this point... I've pretty much explored everywhere that I need to, except for in the caverns down here. So that'll be the last area I'll be, looking to explore. We've done quite a bit of playing. I think I'm gonna let the service cool down a little bit if you talk to him.
What would you like to know, Exile?
So if you talk to him about the Bandit Lords, like Creighton, he'll say, "You bastard" and all that in there, and she gives you the final quest, Banish the Darkness. So once you get that done, you've been asked to banish the darkness that now pervades the land. Perhaps someone in the forest again might know a little bit more. So we talk to him, and he sends you up here. So ascend the ancient pyramid. So we're gonna be heading back into the caverns. That's the first area I've got to over there. One I thought was additional area when it wasn't. It was the actual real one. Okay, that's all sold. We're almost done with Act 2. Interesting so far, I hope. At least most of the quest items are gone, so I've only got one in my quest inventory. For now, I think that's enough though, as I say, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the final part that'll be coming in the next episode after this. Take care.